Okay, today's topic is going to be celebrities. You see them on TV, you see them in the news, read about them in the paper, magazines. Some are withdrawn to themselves, probably, really introverted. And when they get out on stage, it's another story. I wouldn't really know what it's like to be in front of the camera all the time. Now, I will admit that I have made several commercials here in Pensacola, and it is kind of a trip when you make these, at least to make a commercial. And it's shown many times during the day, and for different things, I'm making different commercials. And so I'm out there multiple times on TV, and this is a while back. I haven't done it in quite a while. But to go out in public then, and people look at you like, where do I know you from? You know, they recognize the face recognition. It's kind of cool, it's really kind of cool. Especially when you got a lady on your arm or, just whatever, and it's like, what is everybody looking at you, Well, anyway. With that being said, I've met a few celebrities here in Pensacola over the last several years, and I want to give you my opinion on what they were like. Nothing derogatory by any way, shape, or form, but let me get my list here, and it's... where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay, I've got my list. I got my glasses. Okay, I'm going to do this alphabetically here. Let's go ahead and start with Jimmy Buffett. I met Jimmy Buffett and Jimmy Buffett's parents. They're from Mobile, Alabama. Several years ago when Jimmy was in Pensacola performing in a concert. Both the parents and Jimmy, down to earth, easy to talk to, non-pretentious at all. Really good people. Now, Jimmy had an album come out, and one of the songs on this album had something to do with a Cajun martini. And at that time, I was a martini aficionado. I just love martinis. That's before they were cool. Now that they're cool, I won't drink them. I won't drink them in public. But anyway, his martini that they mentioned in this song was, like I said, a Cajun martini. And I asked him about that, and Jimmy said, it's a regular vodka or gin martini with either a jalapeno stuffed olive on it, or in it, that is, or some jalapeno juice. Well, that night I went out to my watering hole and ordered one. They didn't have the jalapeno stuffed olive, so I had the jalapeno juice. And in any case, the Cajuns can keep it. I eat jalapenos every day. I can drink jalapeno juice. I love martinis. Not together. No more. No way. Talk about clearing your pipes. That's another story. Again, Jimmy and his parents, down to earth, very easy to talk to, good people. Okay, second one on my list is going to be the last on my list, and for reasons being, you'll know why. So let's go down to next one. Would be Floyd Cramer. You may not be familiar with Mr. Cramer. Floyd was a pianist, a very good pianist. Popular during the 60s mainly, mid-60s, early 70s. The man was very tall stature, very soft, very, very soft-spoken. How he could play the piano is beyond me, because you figure his hand was so big that he would just hit one key or go to hit a key on the old 88s, and it would hit 2 or 3 keys. But no, he was a very, very good pianist. Very soft-spoken, very nice gentleman who, unfortunately, I believe is no longer with us. I do believe he passed away. Hal Linden, the next one. Hal Linden, if you remember the TV show Barney Miller, he, again, is a very tall person. Now, he was very, very quiet, very introverted. Didn't say much. Kind of shy in a way. He was nice. He was nice. He was very pleasant, but very quiet and very shy. And whether he was just tired when I met him or what, I don't know. But I don't know. He's a nice guy as well, but very, very quiet. Okay. Going now to George Lindsay. George Lindsay, best known for his role in the Andy Griffith Show as Goober. Goober, I'm sorry. George, again, very down to earth, very pleasant. Just one of the nicest guys you'd want to ever meet. Funny thing is, I was talking to him once, and when I was talking to him, that is, it was at one of the local motels here. And as got through, and he went on his way, and somebody said, that guy looks like the guy that played Goober in Andy Griffith. And somebody else said, yeah, he sure does. And I looked at him, I said, might as well be. It was him. So anyway, and you know, if you remember the Andy Griffith Show, when I could never do it, but when he'd see Andy or Barney or something, he'd go like that. You know, he actually did that when he was leaving, when he's through talking to me. So it must have been a natural characteristic of his. Once again, George Lindsay, down to earth. Okay, next two I'm gonna put together: Jimmy Page and Robert Plant. Page and Plant, or if you can remember the old rock group Led Zeppelin, actually Jimmy Page and Led Zeppelin, but both of them very nice, kind of rock and rollish way, you know, very kind of rock and rollish, and you know, just that kind of crowd, very nice to talk to, kind of wild and crazy. Didn't get a chance to party with them. I wish I had. Then again, I may not be making this video if I had, if you know what I mean. Okay, we got those two out of the way. Next one is Charley Pride. Charley Pride was, yeah, he's a black country singer. He was a party animal. He is a party animal, and I missed somebody on this list here, which I have to go back and get. But he's a very party animal, very nice, just a wild and crazy guy. So that's Charley. Now, George C. Scott. I didn't actually meet George C. Scott in person, but I talked to him on the phone a couple of times, and he was you can't mistake the voice. I talked to him a few times because he was calling Pensacola to talk to his wife, and she was here doing a play, and he's kind of a character. He was kind of a character. You know, when I first talked to him, I said, "Well, Mr. Scott, I'll be glad to tell your wife that you called," and he said, "Please tell her husband called." And when I said Mr. Scott, he just said, "Damn, can't disguise my voice." So, he's a nice guy. Now, he was calling his wife, who's Trish Vanderveer, which you may not know. She is a Broadway actress. Now, Trish was a card also. She was a typical Broadway actress. She was just here, there, just busy. Very nice, so as well. Like I said, just really pleasant to talk to as well. Now, the one that I left out, which was second on the list, was, of all things, not a TV star, not a Hollywood star, not a Broadway play, or not a Broadway star, that is. The one that I left out that I'm leaving to last is because he was infamous for what he had done in his life. This was Ted Bundy. So, Ted Bundy was, I'm trying to figure out how to describe him. If you didn't know who he was or what he had done, you would probably be taken aback and very, very well pleased with his mannerisms. Ted Bundy was very articulate, very intelligent, and one of the most evil people you'd ever want to meet. Now, you're wondering how I met him. I used to work for the police department here, and that's when I met him, when he was arrested here in Pensacola back 79, I believe it was, 78, 79. Like I said, very infamous. And if you didn't know who he was and what he was accused of, you could be taken in a heartbeat. If you have any questions about any of these people, just pop me an email, send it to me, and I'll see if I can cover a little bit more. In the meantime, it is now 12:27 Central Standard Time, USA, and I am going to stop and go cook me a steak and baked potato and watch a little TV and hit the hay. Till next time, have a good one. Bye.